Good evening. You're watching the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. First, the headlines. On behalf of His Majesty Sultan Qaboos, His Highness Sayyid As'ad bin Tariq Al Saeed receives ambassadors of Palestine and India to bid them farewell at the end of their tour of duties in the Sultanate. A memorandum of understanding is signed between the Sultanate and Korea in the field of smart cities. The National Defence College celebrates the graduation of the 5th batch. And the Sultanate advances 5 positions at Logistic Performance Index for 2018. Those were the headlines, and now the news in detail. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos has received a cable of thanks from His Highness Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani, Emir of the State of Qatar, in reply to His Majesty's cable of greetings on the anniversary of him taking the reins of power in the State of Qatar. His Majesty the Sultan received 2 cables of thanks from His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa of Bahrain in reply to His Majesty's cables of condolences on the death of His Highness Sheikh Abdullah bin Khalid bin Ali Al Khalifa and Her Highness Sheikha Hala bin Dweij Al Khalifa. His Majesty receives a cable of thanks from His Majesty King Willem Alexander of the Kingdom of the Netherlands in reply to His Majesty's cable of greetings on his birthday. His Majesty the Sultan has sent a cable of greetings to His Excellency President Abdullah Yameen of the Republic of Maldives on his country's National Day. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos has sent a cable of condolences to His Excellency President Prokopios Pavlopoulos of the Republic of Greece on the victims of the wildfires that swept east of the Greek capital city Athens. On behalf of His Majesty Sultan Qaboos, His Highness Sayyid As'ad bin Tariq Al Saeed, Deputy Prime Minister for International Relations and Cooperation Affairs, personal representative of His Majesty the Sultan, received in his office today His Excellency Dr. Ahmed Ramadan, Ambassador of the State of Palestine to the Sultanate, to bid him farewell at the end of his tour of duties in the Sultanate. On behalf of His Majesty the Sultan, His Highness Sayyid As'ad bin Tariq Al Saeed, Deputy Prime Minister for International Relations and Cooperation Affairs, personal representative of His Majesty the Sultan, also received in his office today His Excellency Indramani Pandey, Ambassador of the Republic of India to the Sultanate, to bid him farewell at the end of his tour of duties in the Sultanate. The ambassadors expressed their thanks to His Majesty the Sultan for the support extended to them during their tour of duties from His Majesty, the government and the Omani people, which enabled them to carry out their assignments. They also expressed wishes of good health, happiness and long life to His Majesty the Sultanate, further progress and development under His Majesty's wise leadership. On his turn, His Highness Sayyid As'ad expressed his utmost thanks to the ambassadors for their duties exerted to serve the good relations between the Sultanate and their countries, wishing them permanent success and the people of their countries progress and prosperity. The meeting was attended by His Excellency Saif bin Ahmed As-Sawafi, advisor at the office of Sayyid As'ad. The Omani-Korean Business Forum, which was organized in Muscat today, discussed development of study on the importance of investment factors projects and field in relation to smart cities in the special economic zone in Duqm. More details in the following report by Saleh bin Khalfan Al-Rahbi.
Promoting trade and investment relations between the Sultanate and the Republic of Korea, providing facilities for investors and reviewing the investment opportunities in the industrial areas in Duqm, Suhar, Salalah and Sur, were the main topics discussed at the Omani Korean Business Forum in Muscat.
Korea is an important partner and they are some of the world leaders in the technological advancement in the world. So we will benefit from the partnership with the Korea.
The forum also reviewed the investment and economic opportunities available in the two countries in the fields of petrochemical industries, railways, solar power and smart cities, in addition to establishing trade and investment partnerships between businessmen in both countries.
Oman government is going to achieve some of the Vision 2020 as well as the Vision 2040. It means that you need to industrialize your economy, so Korea must be the best partner for Oman. So this time we try to expand our cooperation from traditional to new industries, for example, like smart cities, and also for the manufacturing side, we're also trying to do more the downstream business from the oil and gas.
On the sidelines of the forum, the Sultanate and the Republic of Korea signed a memorandum of understanding on cooperation between the two sides to establish smart cities through developing a study on the importance of investment factors, projects and fields in relation to smart cities in the special economic zone in Duqm.
Korea has been a very dear friend of Oman's, both from a trade and a relationship point of view. Korean trade has only benefited from Oman's transformation into being a logistic and a transport hub in the region. Korea helped put together the Duqm port and the dry docks. We are indeed grateful for their contribution.
The volume of trade exchange between the Sultanate and South Korea reached more than 1 billion Oman riyals, a figure that the two countries are seeking to increase through investment and trade opportunities and building relations between the Omani companies and investors and their counterparts in Korea in the fields of food, mining, chemical and electrical industries, transportation equipment, gemstones, cement, and animal and plant products. For the Sultanate of Oman Television, Saleh Bukhalfan al-Rahbi, Muscat.
His Excellency Lee Nak-yeon, Prime Minister of the Republic of Korea, received at the headquarters of his residency today His Excellency Dr. Mohammed bin Hamid Al-Rumhi, Minister of Oil and Gas, His Excellency Dr. Ali bin Masood Al-Sunaidi, Minister of Commerce and Industry, His Excellency Saeed bin Hamdoun Al-Harthi, Under Secretary of the Ministry of Transport and Communications for Ports and Maritime Affairs, and His Excellency Sheikh Dr. Abdul Malik bin Abdullah Al-Hinai, Advisor at the Ministry of Finance. The meeting discussed aspects of joint cooperation and means of enhancing them in various economic, trade, tourism, renewable energy and industrial areas. The meeting also reviewed the idea of building smart cities in the two friendly countries. The National Defense College held the 5th graduation ceremony for the 5th batch under the patronage of His Excellency Sayyid Badr bin Hamid Al-Busaidi, the Secretary General of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. The National Defense College, which is specialized in national defense and security studies, aimed at raising the bar for civilian and military leaders in policy and strategy making to effectively assume their senior position. The NDS program includes a variety of necessary subjects and themes to solidify leaders' understanding and knowledge of local, regional and global issues related to national security and defense and enable them to excel in their areas of expertise in line with Oman Vision's needs and national goals. The Sultanate has advanced 5 positions as to achieve the 43rd globally on the Logistic Performance Index for 2018 as per the report issued by World Bank. The logistics sector achieved the international standards for the evaluation of logistic performance at the global level. Tireless and integrated efforts among all public and private bodies had enabled the logistics sector to move forward on the right track as per the drawn plan. The Sultanate has taken many steps to develop the sector as to facilitate the custom handling and simplify the procedures for investors from inside and outside the Sultanate. These steps include the Sultanate joining International Road Transport Agreement, increasing the customs doors, establishing the one-stop station for inspection and pre-clearance of goods system. The statistics issued by Oman International Logistics Group (ASIAD) showed that the contribution of logistics sector in the gross domestic product grew by 1.1 billion riyals, with average growth rate of 4%. The third Oman Youth Forum concluded its activities at the closing ceremony was held under the auspices of His Excellency Abdul Aziz bin Mohammed Al Rawas, His Majesty's Consultant for Cultural Affairs. The forum, which was organized in the workshop setting, aimed at showcasing Oman Vision 2040 and obtaining the youth feedback and aspirations for Oman's future. The third Oman Youth Forum included a series of lectures and workshops delivered by specialist trainers for the attendees, who discussed and exchanged their views various matters like culture, values and renewable energy. Still to come in our news bulletin. To show the horrors of war, a U.S. photographer used children's art therapy drawings and interviews to depict their accounts by using toys.
عبق فاح بين جنباتها، فنفثت سلاما برائحة لبانها. حلقت عاليا نحو السماء، فنقشت بأبجدياتها تاريخا جميلا، وبكرمها أمست مضربا للأمثال. مهرجان صلالة السياحي 2018 من 10 من يوليو إلى 25 من أغسطس.
Welcome back. His Excellency Mohammed bin Nasser Al Rasbi, Secretary General of the Ministry of Defense, received today Admiral Zafur Mohammed Abbasi, Chief of the Naval Staff of Pakistan, who is currently on a visit to the Sultanate. They discussed cooperation and exchanged views of issues of common concern. Reviewing views on military issues of common concern between the Sultanate and Pakistan was the center of discussion at the meeting between Lieutenant General Ahmed bin Harith Al-Nabhani, Chief of Staff of Sultan Armed Forces, and Admiral Zafur Mahmood Abbasi, Chief of Naval Staff of Pakistan. Admiral, the Chief of Naval Staff of Pakistan, visited today Armed Forces Museum. He got acquainted with some manuscripts and historical models. He was also briefed about Beit al-Falaj Fort and the development witnessed by Sultan Armed Forces during this prosperous era. Major General Matar bin Salim al-Balushi, commander of the Royal Army of Oman, received at his office in Al-Muaskar al-Murtafa Lieutenant General Michael Garrett, the commanding general of U.S. Army Central. Both parties discussing and exchanged their views on military and matters of common interest between the two friendly countries. The Ministry of Tourism and Oman telecommunications company Omantel held today a joint press conference to announce the strategic partnership between the two sides further enrich tourism in Oman with digital services. Our reporter Saleh bin Alfan Al-Rahbi has more details in the following report.
In order to achieve the targets of the National Tourism Strategy and to increase the contribution of the tourism sector in the GDP, the Ministry of Tourism and Oman telecommunications company Omantel signed a strategic partnership.
Omantel will put some of the latest technologies such as big data to the basically the use of the Ministry of Tourism. Big data will enable the Ministry of Tourism to monitor and get up-to-date information about tourists and tourist movement throughout the Sultanate, and this will also help them plan some of these services to the tourists.
As part of the partnership, tourists will enjoy a new big data-based application that offers a comprehensive travel experience, in addition to staying connected through Omantel's high-speed Wi-Fi at a number of the most visited forts in the Sultanate.
E-concierge specifically, it's both. It's a platform, a scalable platform that allows all tour operators, all tourism service providers to add their services. Plus, it's also a smart mobile phone application. Through it, the tourists in Oman, once they land at the airport, they get notified and they can reserve tours with their specific language. They can inquire about available services at forts and beaches and hotels. They can book restaurants. They can build their own stay based on their budget, based on their profile interests.
It is worth mentioning that Omantel has launched an online platform using big data analytics cutting-edge technology that allows the Ministry of Tourism to monitor the traffic behavior and patterns in Dhofar Governorate to enable the ministry with better planning tool on real-time basis. Such advanced technologies will boost the tourism sector and will make the tourists live a unique experience in Oman. From the Ministry of Tourism, Saleh bin Alfan Al-Rahbi, Muscat.
A U.S. photographer, Brian McCarthy, showcases the horrors of war through the eyes of a child. He uses art therapy drawings and interviews with the children of depict their accounts using toys. Here's a report.
U.S. photographer Brian McCarthy wants you to see the horrors of war, but through the eyes of a child. There is no blood or mangled bodies. Instead, there are pink dolls and blue tanks. A bird from a video game represents bombs falling from the sky. An elephant symbolizes a lost sibling. McCarthy's most recent work was set in Mosul, where thousands of civilians were caught up in the fight to oust Daesh. Social workers say children who witness the violence will suffer trauma for years.
So War Toys is a photo series about children's experiences of war. Through an art therapy-based approach, children essentially become art directors for my photos of locally found toys. It's a way to articulate the children's firsthand experiences through a filter of play, through a very natural deconstruction.
He uses art therapy drawings and interviews with the children to depict their accounts using toys. The children draw the horror, the loss, and the harm they suffered. Often their accounts are presented with symbols, which McCarthy then recreates with toys. The result is a mix of the realistic and the absurd, with a hint of pop culture. A boy taking part in one session near Mosul in May drew an adult elephant with two calves. While he colored in the parent and one of the calves, he refused to color in the second, which he said represented his dead sibling.
You get this thing where people, no matter where they are, if they have been around toys, if it has been part of their lives growing up, they will connect to this. And especially, again, for Western audiences, where it's so easy to cast people in war zones, whether they be Arab, Kurdish, whatever, as the others.
A girl who witnessed Daesh militants stone a woman to death depicted the scene by drawing the shape of a woman only to bury her with circles until she was barely visible. McCarthy depicted that with a doll dressed in a headscarf and robe being pelted with stones. A shadow of a man in the foreground represents her executioner.
I went into this project, the reinvention of it in 2011, from a very academic, artistic point of view. I consulted experts in art therapy and expressive therapies. I had the methodology, I knew what I was doing, and went into it from that perspective. And all of that went out the window when I saw a little girl coloring in pools of blood for the first time.
McCarthy said the process of visualizing the drawings takes days. Once he has chosen an image and found the toys to recreate it, his work on the ground has sometimes put him in danger. On his first visit to Mosul in 2017, McCarthy said Daesh snipers tried to shoot him twice as he arranged a toy tank on the ground near a destroyed car. His last visit to Mosul was in May. McCarthy said the initial motivation for his work came from his father, a Vietnam War veteran who rarely spoke about the war. His work, which began in 1996 in Croatia, has also taken him to Gaza and Lebanon.
This is the Sultan of Oman television. Before we end tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. On behalf of His Majesty Sultan Qaboos, His Highness Sayyid As'ad bin Tariq Al Saeed receives ambassadors of Palestine and India to bid them farewell at the end of their tour of duties in the Sultanate. A memorandum of understanding is signed between the Sultanate and Korea in the field of smart cities. The National Defense College celebrates the graduation of the 5th batch. And the Sultanate advances 5 positions at the Logistic Performance Index for 2018. With that, we come to the end of tonight's news bulletin. From all of us here at the studios and the newsroom, it's good night.